So the question says, in a certain university, the number of students who major in psychology in 1995 was 855. By 2010, the number of students who major in psychology increased to 1,096. Use the given data to find an equation of the line that predicts the future growth of the program. Assume the relationship between the number of years after 1995 is X and the students who major in psychology, Y, is linear. First question. Using the information given, write a linear equation describing the relationship between years after 1995, X, and students who major in psychology, Y. If you notice in the given points, in 1995, too big. Let's put this smaller. Purple. In 1995, we have 855, and by 2010, it had increased to 1,096. This creates 2 points. 855, 2010, 1996. And make sure we know that this is X, Y1, X2, Y2. If you remember correctly, the slope formula, in order to find the slope, is this. So then we're going to go ahead and substitute that information. And see what we get. Now you might be asking yourself, why are we finding the slope? What let us know that what we want is the slope? Well, they want us to write a linear equation. Write a linear equation. In order to write a linear equation, you need a point and the slope. So you can use the point slope formula to write the equation of the line. Well, if you notice, we have 2 points. What we're missing is the slope. So what we need to do is use the slope formula to find the slope. Once we do this part right here, we get 16.066667. I'm going to round this to 16 to make this easier. All right? So we found our slope. This is the slope. Now we're going to use one of the 2 points. I'm going to pick the first point. Okay? And we're going to substitute it into this formula to write the equation of the line. So let's go ahead and write that. Have here, we have Y, Y1, M, X, X1. So what were the points? I already forgot them. Y is 855. So Y minus 855. I said my slope is 16. X minus 1995. 1995. Let's go ahead and distribute. Y minus 855 stays. We have 16x. 1995 times 16. It gives me minus 31,920. I'm going to add the 855 to both sides. This cancels. Y equals 16x. Take away that. Subtract those 2 numbers. Gives you negative 31,065. Now we have our linear equation. We found the linear equation. Okay. This is linear equation. Well, it wants some information. So we found this part A. Okay, let's go back to the problem. So we have number 1 done. Well, let's see. A nice check there. Now number 2, using the equation above, estimate the number of students who major in psychology in 2015. So now we need to substitute 2015 for the x, because this is numbers of students. This is the time. No, I'm sorry. This is years. Okay, this is time. So we're going to check in 2015 what's going on. So my formula is y equals 16x minus 31,065. And I'm going to substitute 2015 in here. So I'm going to multiply 16 times 2015. Gives me 32240 minus 31065. 31065. Get 1,175. So in 2015, there will be 1,175 students who major in psychology. Okay, students that major in psychology. Okay, let's see what's the next question. Using the equation above, estimate the number of students who major in psychology in 2022. All right, let's continue. So we're going to do the same, but now it's going to be in 2022. So 31,065. 31,065. Perfect. Go ahead and substitute that value. (2022). So now we're going to multiply 16 times 22. 32,352 minus 301,065. 1,287. So if you notice, we went from 1,175 in the year 2015 to 1,287 in the year 22. So it is increasing, as in the number of students majoring in psychology are increasing as the year increases. Okay. Let's see, we did this part. Now, does it make sense to estimate the number of students who major in psychology in the year 22? It is a linear, so it's increasing or decreasing at a specific rate. We had a positive slope, which means we're going to go up. All right. If you notice, we went from, let's go back. We started with, in 1995, 855. Then by 2010, which is 15 years, it grew to 1,096. So it wasn't that much of a grow. It did grow, but it wasn't, after 15 years, it only grows a certain amount of students. Then, by the year 2015, so that's 20 years later, it grew a little bit more. And then by the year 2022, it grew a little bit more as well. So yes, it does make sense the way the linear function, the linear equation is increasing based on the positive slope that we have. All right, so yes, it does. Okay, continues to increase at a pace. And then last part, explain why you answered yes or no in the context of the problem to be sure to show how you use your equation to get those results. All right, maybe label. Let's label. So what did I say? This was part 1. Let's put 1 so it's not confusing for you. Part 1. Part 2. Part 3. Part 4, we say yes. And then part 5, explain it based on the positive slope. So we have a positive slope. We have an increase in the number of students who major in psychology. You can see how I am eating my words. Who major in psychology. Positive slope, increase in the number of students who major in psychology based on the linear equation that we have. On the linear equation. All right. You write a beautiful and nice words. Hopefully this helps out.